I've been chain smoking and dab dreaming. I've been dreaming, dab dreaming. I've been chain smoking and dab dreaming. Chain smoking and dreaming. Chain smoking and dreaming. I've been chain smoking and dab dreaming. I've been dreaming, dab dreaming.
Ladies and gentlemen, dabbers and dabettes, stoners and stonettes, all the people in between. If you like a little bit of this, if you like a little bit of that, hey, we're with you and we got your back. Live, motherfucking wire, straight up from Dab Dream Studios, right here in lovely, lovely, snowy, sunny, bipolar Colorado, Denver, motherfucking Colorado. Yes, you know what it is. And it's your man, the host with the motherfucking most, the man with the motherfucking plan, Raymond Ace in the motherfucking place, a.k.a. C. Rockavelli. And you know I stay smoking on something smelly. All legal issues have been settled and probation and such is in place, so I can start talking back like I was Mr. C. Rocka, because they have convicted me as a fucking graffiti artist. So take that. We're gonna get fucking spicy. I've been off of house arrest for about a weekend and like a week, right? It's gonna be a week on Sunday.
Yeah.
Week on Sunday, I've been free from the fucking shackles of Denver County. Yes, indeed, ladies and G's. If you're in the comedy community and you haven't seen me or, you haven't heard this lovely, raspy, kiddish, childish, depressing voice, well, I've been at home tugging away at my gherk. I've been jerking my gherkin and it's been working. I do not have erectile dysfunction as I once thought I did.
Well, that's good news.
And as you hear that other sultry, spicy, wonderful voice, the buttery voice of the one, the only, the man with the plan.
Maybe I have ED.
The Italian who needs no stallion, the Caucasian with the most persuasion. Watch out, ladies. He'll get ya. Smooth hair and all. The one, the only, the motherfucker who drinks plenty of water and a lot of saparo with some good sush. Bvsilica, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, Sil?
Drink water.
Yes, indeed. Stay healthy and hydrated. Got me a cough.
A lot of things have happened in the last 2 weeks, I guess. When was the last time we
podcast,
recorded?
We were at my house watching fights while I was on house arrest. You could hear the depression in my voice. Sheer depression and me not even talking much. You could hear it. If you listen to this podcast, which you probably don't, but still, I was fucking, not depressed, but I was fucking like, what is it called? Cabin fever.
I never saw that movie.
I did. It was it was hilarious. But shout to all the comics, man. Shout to the comics. I went to Scruffy Murphy's on, we'll break down the rest of the shit, but straight into the comedy because, we talk about the jokes. We talk about everything. I'm in the life of comedy. Thank God for it. We have passed a year in comedy for me. It was my comedy birthday on January 24th.
Nice.
The first time I ever went up to good old Stoney's and bombed my ass off. I got fucking drunk, out of place, and all that. Thank God I made it home that night. Many nights until that one night. But anyway, yeah, it's a year in comedy, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you to all my comedy friends, all my comedy comrades that saw me down at Scruffy Murphy's.
They all happy to see you. They all
man, it felt great.
They're like, finally, this guy can bomb and make all of us look better.
Yes. You can see the light. The light,
like,
it lights up in their eyes.
We're not the worst anymore.
Like, he can finally bomb. And I was like, I'm ready to go, man.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
Oh, no, my man Jeff Stonick shouted me out on stage. When he got on stage, shout to Jeff Stonick. He's a very good friend of mine in the comedy community. He's a cute kid, great smile, buttery eyes. Almost want to fucking just, hold his hand like a real fucking,
I don't
like a real Israelite.
That doesn't make any sense.
Don't they hold hands?
All cultures hold hands.
No, but there's a culture in the Middle East that, like, they hold hands. Like, men walk down the street and hold hands. And it's not because they're homos or none of that.
I don't know. I'm not aware of that custom.
Shout out to the gay community. You guys are wonderful. We love you guys, too. Don't think we don't.
All over the place.
I've held hands with grown men. My father, my grandfather, rest in peace.
It doesn't count if they're your family.
That's when I first felt that tough hand. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I went to Scruffy's on Tuesday. Derek put me up next to last like he always does. Shout to him. Fucking, yeah. You know how that is. I felt like a fucking carnival ride. Goddamn bumper car. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm back on the scene and it's fresh. And, you know, people build up their reps. So it's all good and gravy.
Plus, you got all kinds of material nobody's heard because...
No, I don't.
No, you don't. You're still doing exact...
Haven't
you written like 90 billion jokes?
No, not at all. Not at all.
You couldn't get out.
I haven't even watched, like, I watched one or two stand-up specials on Netflix. You couldn't live life,
so you didn't have anything to draw on.
Yeah, but no, like, at home I couldn't. I would get a little idea here, a little idea there, but it's like when I'm hustling and working, like at work, I get a lot of ideas because I'm working and mind is busy. Ideas come. This is where all this podcast subject and this whole book, I had just bring it with me.
That is quite a lot that we have to cover today.
We got a good list. We might not cover it all, but you know, if you listen to the podcast, you know we rant. But yeah,
we'll do our best.
I've been to the mics damn near every night since they've let me go. So you know, once I'm on my shit, I'm on my shit.
Oh, of course.
Even the good Noel tonight at a Dos Luces mic, he was like, "You'll see this cat working around town," and that just goes to show that motherfuckers have seen me around, and it just feels good to know that, shit, they remembered me.
Right. Yeah, you're in there.
Shout to them. Shout to the comedy community here in Denver. I want to start traveling, though. Like, that's my main goal for this year or going into next year, travel. I need to hit microphones out of this state or, you know, out of the city, but my aspirations is to start traveling out of town. Like, next time I go to my mom's and see my mom in Phoenix.
I was going to say Arizona's probably your first
They got a good little comedy scene that's starting up. So I've already got in their comedy community Facebook shit. So, you know, I'm already working towards it. And I've gotten responses from Andrew Scholes and Chris. Oh, shout to Christopher DeStefano. For my birthday, he hooked me up with an extra ticket to take a piece. Shout to them pieces. If you follow my stories, you know those pieces.
My God. It's ridiculous. So silly.
Shout to Abigail Ratchford. Shout to Demi Rose. I don't like that you tattooed your lips, but it's okay. I still love you, and I still will post your big fake butt. Ladies, if you follow me, you must be lesbians.
Why are you doing that?
You must be lesbians because you guys keep watching. So, no, shout to y'all, everybody.
Everybody just clicks through everyone's story.
The comedy community.
Once I learned that I just had to like everyone's post on Instagram, it was over because now I just run through it, like do errands.
Yeah, it's mobile TV. Yeah, because it's interesting. I be watching shit and I be judging shit. I be watching motherfuckers, especially my comedy homies. I be watching.
So you've no doubt been watching all of my cooking videos.
Oh, you know it. All right. First,
oh my God.
First on hand. Oh, wait, no. All right, we'll go on that. First on hand, ladies and gentlemen. If you follow my great, you know, my comrade, my co-host, my motherfucking guy with the plan, the producer, the best producer in fucking Denver, Colorado. Have that, all you podcasters out there in Denver. No, you guys might not listen to this podcast, but no, we got the best fucking studio to come to. Dad Dream Studios is the best.
We're recording these on the new mics that I got because I wanted to have 4 again. So if anything sounds wonky in this episode, it'll surely be worked out by next episode. But yes,
we got the green screen popping. We got fucking lights.
The studio. The other half of my apartment is a kitchen.
We're rocking multi-$100 sneakers because we're wild.
I'm not doing that. Though there are some, I believe they're Valentino Onitsukas that are going to be coming out this year, and I want those.
You gonna cop those? How much?
They're fucking fancy. Oh, they're going to be like several $100s, or if not
2,000-3,000
or more. I don't fucking know.
Thousands?
I don't know. They're not out yet. I can't get them yet. There's nothing I can do.
Better put the pre-order.
I got. That's really why I've been saving money. But no, it's been fun making food. I just make all kinds of shit. I wanted to.
You be making the Asian. That's what I was going to tell you. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's Asian inspired.
I don't know what's going on with white folks that they think they could just take all of Asia's.
That's right. Shit. You told me that it was cultural appropriation or something.
No, if you know me, you know.
Making ramen.
I don't just hang out with one crowd. Like in school, if you listen to that good interview with Dano, go check his podcast out, Comedian Ordinaire. It's a breakdown of my life. But
yeah, we're going to have him back here soon.
Yeah, we're going to be on his podcast and we're going to be on our podcast. And this one, I won't cuss so much. I'll try not to, at least.
Who cares?
He had me a little nervous.
Did people actually complain about you?
I don't know. They didn't tell me shit.
No, you can cuss as much as you want.
Yeah, but I overcussed.
I wouldn't agree to any interview where I wasn't allowed to say.
He made it good though by making it a drinking game. That shit was funny because I was listening to it. I was like, dude, I would have been drunk by the first 20 minutes.
No, it was good.
So, Bvsilica is culturally appropriated Japanese cooking.
Yes, I have.
It's just strictly Japanese, right?
No, not at all. That's the thing. Like, one of my things that I love to do is get super high and watch Iron Chef. Super high Iron Chef. And it's great.
It's great.
Because the Iron Chef dudes use all kinds of techniques from all kinds of different kinds of cooking stuff. It's like, I made fucking oatcakes one day, and then I used that in, I think, dumplings and rice also. Something like that. But it does help that the only things I want to eat are dumplings and sushi rice. Like, that's if I could just eat that and not die and get fat, I would only eat those two things all the time.
Could you die and get fat from dumplings?
Yeah, it's too much carbs and not enough vegetables. But it's whatever. But I really like a lot of those different kinds of staple foods like sushi rice or making noodles. I had these like single serving packs of fucking glass noodles. That was sweet. Because
were those the ones with the, like, they were see-through?
Yeah.
Look like...
Yeah, they're awesome. And they usually you used to get them in these big packages where you have to break off like your sixth of noodles that you were going to use. And it makes a huge mess and shit gets everywhere. It's really annoying.
Like ramen when you break it.
Yeah, but these ones are just single serving little bags that have like one serving of glass noodles in them. And it's the best shit ever because I can be like, what do I have? I have chicken that I made yesterday, and I can make glass noodles in 3 minutes and then just put fucking, I don't know, sesame oil and glass noodles and chicken. Great. And then I've been making, like, I made fucking...
What's the best rice?
Shallot kale today.
Because my Brucey Bruce, he keeps telling me that white rice is shit for me.
Well, white rice is not...
That there is no nutritional value in rice. There's
really not. It's mostly a filler food, but it is, if you make it right, it's kind of a light filler food. It's supposed to be in brown rice, or like if you really want to fucking fuck it up, you switch completely to quinoa or some shit. But I don't have time for that.
I've heard of this quinoa.
It's a little
from this chick. You remember the MILF?
It's fine. Like
she used to eat quinoa.
Quinoa has its place in food, but I don't want to eat it all the time, and I love making sushi rice, and it's not that bad for you. But
is sushi rice different from like the rice I would buy?
It depends. The only two rices I really make are sushi rice and basmati rice, which sushi rice is short grain, like glossy rice, and you have to wash the shit out of it before you actually make it because it's covered in gluten, and you just gotta fucking wash that shit until that water runs clear, and then you can make it. But then like basmati rice is more like what you would get in like Indian food. It's kind of long grain, it's kind of spindly, and there's a lot of definition in between the.
These are great.
Maybe more on. Anyway,
ridiculous.
But brown rice is definitely better for you than white rice.
I heard that's what he tells me, that brown rice.
But brown rice is gross, and
we're potting on rice, ladies.
I have to figure out how to make it at some point. But I instead of doing like brown rice, I'll just like make potatoes because potatoes are super good for you if you don't put a bunch of shit on them.
I put a lot of shit in my potatoes.
I went to Illinois and I was trying to get baked potatoes, and like even when I ordered them without anything on them, they would still come out with just huge amounts of butter in them. And like they're like, of course you want like.
Who doesn't want butter
quarter
in
of a
their
stick.
mash?
I don't want a quarter of a stick of butter.
So when you make mash, you don't put no butter.
See, I don't really eat mashed potatoes. Okay. I've been doing like mostly baked potatoes or like potato fries. I really got that shit down. Those fucking purple sweet potato fries. Oh man.
Okay.
Oh man, they're so good. Fucking.
So potatoes, but what inspires these fucking dishes? Because you be making some dishes.
So what I'm trying to do with this, there is actually a message to it, and it's that everybody, I feel like in my friend group especially, is like doesn't really make their own food a lot because everybody tells me it takes a long time, and you think you're gonna only eat the same thing all the time, but really you can like I try and that's what the step
You
things
defrost
are for.
because that's one thing that I hate to do is defrost because I have to wait.
The only thing, well, no. So like any chicken that I get is not frozen.
We are having an in-depth conversation about
Yes,
it. But it's necessary.
Like I said, fucking, I just love
Cook.
getting high and
Ladies and
watching Iron
gentlemen,
Chef.
cook.
Yes, and that's the thing is when I was watching Iron Chef, I realized that if these motherfuckers can put together like 4 courses of intricate garbage for like 5 people, surely in 30 to 40 minutes, I can make an entire meal for myself.
Yeah,
And that's kind of what I try and do is I'll be like, all right, this is my protein I'm making. I need a vegetable this week.
I never see you make breakfast. Like I never see you eat no bacon and eggs and no.
So
do you eat bacon and eggs?
I still don't eat breakfast.
Oh, okay.
I have coffee now instead of Red Bull. And then
I should have got your cough. I didn't even know.
usually at like 2 or 3 p.m., I'll make that fucking like berry oats and eggs shit. I'm sure I've posted that at some point. But it's just like a bunch of steel cut oats that I put frozen fruit in so that it gets hot while it's cooking. And then like 2 or 3 eggs, depending on how hungry I am. And this fucking hot sauce. I got this Yellowbird like... habanero sriracha or some shit. It's so good. Oh my god.
My homie Gonzo from AZ is on the line. What's poppin', G?
It's awesome.
Fucking, but yeah.
But, yeah.
I be cooking my shit, but I hate to defrost. I fucking
See, I don't use anything frozen. Like
I be defrosting and I'm like, I get high and then I end
Actually,
up falling asleep and I'm like, fuck it, I'll just go to bed. And
The
I
only
leave this shit
things-
there. I
yeah.
still got chicken defrosted from like 4 days ago. Dude.
that's gross. You should throw that away.
I've ate it before and it's straight.
I mean, you know,
It's like frozen, but not frozen. Like it's halfway there.
I mean, it's really just like if I buy chicken, I buy it not frozen, and then I eat it within the 2 day. That's the other interesting thing
I
about.
buy a big pack of chicken.
See, where I'm at in my life now, I don't even know how long I'm going to be around my refrigerator. So I'm like, I got like 2 to 4 days ahead of where I need to be.
Oh, see,
but I got a fucking grocery store 2 blocks that way. So I can just like I'm going to go
Do
there
you go
tomorrow.
to Locavore?
Yeah.
You fucking,
Dude,
fucking
I don't
bougie ass
I don't buy any of that
motherfucker.
fancy shit.
You bougie
no,
bitch.
I don't. I stopped buying almost all of the packaged stuff. All I buy is like raw chicken, eggs, vegetables, and that's pretty much it. But it's great because that's all I really eat. Like I have fucking spices and shit, so I can put them on whatever I want. But at the end of the day, I'm either gonna fucking bake or saute a fucking piece of meat, and then I'm gonna make some kind of carb, which is probably gonna be sushi or basmati rice.
I just eat mad chicken. That's all I
Microgreens.
I just eat
Microgreens
mad chicken, bro.
are the secret to making all of your dumb food pictures look better. Put
I make
microgreens on
whack
everything.
food, dude. I
Plus,
make chicken, rice, and potatoes. all the
Microgreens are
time.
really good. I really like microgreens.
I don't know what microgreens are, but I need to
They're
try.
they're like baby plants. Like the ones I have.
Since you started eating better, your fucking face looks better and the whole shit. It's true. You are what you eat, man.
No, and that's what it really came down to was I wanted to figure out how to put the least amount of ingredients in my food. And the only way to do that is to make it yourself. Like you can't, I don't even eat frozen food anymore unless it's like a hunk of frozen protein or dumplings.
I be eating mad corn dogs.
I don't even have a microwave anymore.
Then I bake.
You just reminded me I can make corn dogs without a microwave. I might buy some corn dogs. Fuck.
Corn dogs are fire. I don't even microwave them bitches. I put them bitches in the oven. 15 quick minutes, bam.
Yeah.
Crispy, buttery,
You've just
fucking
doomed me.
fluffy corn dogs.
Bananas.
Shitty ass wieners, but great corn dogs.
Eating food and working out and that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm not as good at working out, but I do it pretty intensively every once in a while.
Don't even fucking tell me. You saw I was at the gym earlier, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I was dying. I still feel a little bit of that death in my shoulders. But it's probably the snow. Shout to the weather, for reals. You fucking just dumping snow on us. Anyway, I went to the gym, dog. This is change up the subjects. I went to the gym today, ladies and gents. Oh my God, I am out of shape. Ladies and cats.
I'm sure you're in much better shape than
I used to work out for 2 to 3 hours before, possibly 4 sometimes. I don't know what I was doing, but yeah, I was there for a long time. I remember.
No, like 45 minutes.
That's barely me starting the workout.
45 minutes every day.
Oh, dude. Fool, I am so out of shape. Like, I was sitting there breathing and drinking as much water as I have in, like, the most, like, 6 months or whatever. Yeah. Or 2 months, because before I got locked up, I was getting a couple workouts in. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, oh, man.
I haven't been doing it enough.
I was lifting, like, 80 pounds on the bench, and I, like, only did it 3 times. I was so mad at myself. I was like, man, because I thought I was still kind of in shape because I work with metal. I work with big-ass fucking pipes and fucking shit, so I'm lifting shit all day. But not like that. Jesus, that shit hit me.
What's your marijuana policy on working out? Like, do you smoke
I'll
at all?
take a puff or two before I go.
No,
just to chill me out. I don't smoke like I used to.
I usually, because since I smoke cigarettes, I got to be extra conscious of how I'm doing workouts so that my heart doesn't fucking explode.
Dude, that's what it felt like I was doing. I was shaking and shit.
So that's one thing that I do is I actually wait like until there's been like no smoke in my system for like at least an hour, and then I'll work out, because if you do it anytime before that,
I work out more sober than high, because like sometimes I'm just like, I gotta go to the gym. I'll put it off too much.
I think it does shit to your blood vessels.
It's because we're getting old, dog.
I think it's because when you smoke, it does shit to your blood vessels, and it fucks you up a little bit more while you're working out. But yeah, you know.
I heard it like Joe Rogan says that it calms him.
I mean,
Everybody's different though.
Joe Rogan has plenty of time to work out at whatever fucking pace he wants, so he doesn't really get to.
Joe Rogan,
tell me how easy it is to have a life.
Joe Rogan
man, I better never be able to openly and freely talk to Joe Rogan.
That would be awesome, dude.
I hate that guy.
I love Joe Rogan. I don't know what the hell Sil's talking about.
Everybody loved Joe Rogan. That's why I hate Joe Rogan.
I had a fucking hell of a time at the gym. That shit fucked me up. So next subject on the list. Oh, Democrats, liberals.
What I tell you?
This is in no way, shape, form, or fashion a political fucking podcast,
right? What did I tell you?
What?
Nothing would happen.
You and Nate said it.
That's what happened.
And who else? Big Brucey Bruce said
Everyone in the whole world. Anyone. It's not even a white
Bruce
people
voted
thing.
for Trump. He's like, I fucking voted for him. What do you think? I don't know. I'm like, oh, you fucking racist bastard. But that's Bruce, and I love him.
I mean,
he's a fucking funny ass old man.
I didn't vote for anyone, and people would like to argue that that's worse. So,
well, yeah. Anyway, ladies, gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Trump's back, and I'm not a Trump supporter, but this shit is hilarious. This shit is just great TV.
It's always been great TV. That's why he's still on air.
Yeah. Now, except now he's not in charge of a whole fucking network. He's in charge of the fucking world.
Yeah.
To say the least, right? Because
great.
America, we really run the shit.
I mean,
shout to the boys.
I think people underestimate the kind of bullshit social media is that we're dealing with today. Like, fucking.
You guys complain on the fucking internet for a week, maybe 2.
But that's the thing.
And then everybody forgets.
The second it happens, and not even just the second something happens, it's the second anyone tweets anything. Like, anytime Trump tweets something, immediately people respond. It becomes a story. Somebody cares about it. Fucking, it's just so funny that we move at this speed of like, he said what 20 minutes ago? Well, we better have a fucking story done about that in a couple hours.
Fast now,
and
dog.
It's like a lot of it. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. None of this fucking matters.
Not at all.
That's your journalistic integrity has gone a little bit awry.
So now that shit didn't work. Fucking, they're like, all right, now everybody has to vote so we can get him out of there. No, it's not gonna happen. It's set up.
And he essentially succeeded, so he doesn't really look like he's failed anything.
They thought,
and everybody already knew that he was.
You remember when this fucking impeachment happened? These motherfuckers were like, "Where's the impeachment party? Where's the impeachment party? We're getting him out of there." No, because the Senate is a Republican fucking Senate, and they're not gonna get their own out.
It wouldn't matter, even if they weren't majority. I don't think anybody was shown anything shocking enough for them to genuinely kick him out as president. Like, it sucks, and now we know about all the shit. But like, when Bill Clinton was like, "Yeah, I got blowjob in the Oval Office," we're like, "You gotta go, man. Sorry, that's a little bit too risque for us."
And then fucking Trump is like, "I grab pussy."
It's cool. It happened before. It wasn't during the presidency.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I'm sure he's still grabbing pussy, but you
it's
you
all,
don't stop once you grab a pussy, you don't just stop
it's
grabbing
all
pussy.
hilarious, and Trump is absolutely the president that our country deserves. Shame on all of you.
Yeah, you just don't stop grabbing pussy. It's like me. I've ate pussy once. I'm not going to stop eating pussy after that. It was great. So you think I'm not going to do it again? Not to say I grab pussy, because I don't, unless it's under consent.
What does that even mean?
Are they how do you grab a pussy? Like, it's attached to their innards.
I mean, I think it's like you
just like cup it?
I think so. I think that's and even that is such a silly thing. Imagine somebody walking through a room being like,
because when you grab something, like, you grab it and you hold it like it's a hold. Like,
to be honest, I'm not equipped to answer what it is to have your pussy grabbed.
And I've gotten some pretty good pieces, and I've never in my life grabbed a pussy.
It's like an Always Sunny when
I've nibbled a clit, but I've never grabbed a pussy.
I mean,
we got political for a little bit, and then we brought it back with the wild shit.
I'm not sure where to go from there.
Ladies and gentlemen, just tell you right now, get ready for another 4 years of Trump.
You could move that a little bit further away. You're super loud now.
Well, I'm always loud. You know that.
Oh, I know.
But ladies and gentlemen, get ready for another 4 fucking years of Trump.
Yep.
It's gonna get wild. Not really, because it's as wild as it's been.
It's really not that wild.
Not that wild.
It's not that interesting, to be honest.
It was interesting the first. It's always interesting. It's great TV.
If it was really interesting, he would have gotten impeached, and then he would have finished out his term, and then he would have run again, and he would have won.
They worked so hard, and they got nothing. That's the fucking greatest comedy ever. Because they think that just by complaining, bitching, and doing all that like fucking kids, shit's gonna work out for you. No, it's life. It's not gonna fucking work out with you just bitching, moaning, and fucking tweeting about it. He did this, he said that. Who the fuck cares? Like, it's what it is. And I don't mean to bite off the hyenas, but that's really what the fuck. It is what it is. Just to switch it up from them. Mm-hmm. But like, he ain't going nowhere, motherfuckers. And get prepared for 4 more years. He's walking around like fucking Scar. Like when Scar killed Mufasa and he was trotting along on Pride Rock, prideful and all that. That's how Trump's going to be. Except Simba's not coming back for the glory.
I'm just imagining Scar with like Trump's face on it.
Dude, that's a great... I don't know where the fuck I came out with that, but that shit was freestyle.
He drops Mufasa and he goes...
Are we at the cut yet or...
Huge.
Huge.
Let's do one more topic. Hit me with
a huge game.
Hit me with a...
all right. We went
China.
What terrible gas that follows. Oh, I had terrible gas today, but I don't think I want to talk about
that. Is not a worthy topic.
Oh, you're whiz rat. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I was listening to some classic
just in time, actually, because it's cutz related.
2014, me and my man, the Gonzo, my good friend G, from down in AZ, we used to listen to, well, not even we. This motherfucker used to wake me up at like 7 in the morning. And this is when I was like in my early 20s, 21, 22. No, like 22, 23. We were living together and he was my roommate in Arizona. And this motherfucker, you know, in those ages, you could sleep till fucking 1 or 2 in the afternoon. I was like tired of, I woke up late back in those days just to fucking bring it down.
I still do that.
Yeah, and I can't. I wake up early as fuck now for some stupid reason. Anyway, this motherfucker used to play Reefer Party by Wiz Khalifa, 7:30 in the morning, and wake me the fuck up and just yell through the goddamn vent, "Come smoke! Come smoke!" Like, it's great that he smoked me out, don't get me wrong, but god damn, that motherfucker would bump that shit so loud at 7:30 in the morning. I was like, what are you doing?
Well, my apologies to Mr. Wiz Khalifa. I'm sure you're a very nice man, but
he's a gracious man, I hear.
Oh my god, is he like the worst rapper ever of all time? And not only,
and how what?
Because he's just it's like he's just reading shit off a page. It's like
he is.
I made a sandwich and I ate it. I'm just like, shut up. And what makes it worse is that every single fucking stoner ass fucking goober, pretty much anybody under 40 who smokes weed is like, yeah, Wiz Khalifa, he smokes weed. So he's become synonymous. He's synonymous with marijuana.
No, because there's a lot of rappers that smoke weed.
No,
and we
but
know they
like,
smoke weed,
but like
they make
he
terrible
really
music.
he gets featured a lot as like a marijuana specific celebrity.
He's a marijuana advocate,
and that pisses me off of how big of a like.
Well, he has KK and all that
I'm
shit.
like the biggest stoner ever. Fucking.
Well, he was the new Snoop Dogg, remember?
Yeah, I know. He fucking got one really good beat on Black and Yellow, and people were like, "Oh,
I don't like that song. That's a terrible
people
song.
were like, that was a pretty cool song." And then he somehow managed to continue to not rap and just fucking go through the like.
We Them Boys? He said We Them Boys for like 28 bars or whatever it was.
Oh my God. He's the worst. He's
that's
just
That's like the cowboy anthem. It was for a while.
He figured out how to do what Lil B did, except he figured out how to market it to stoners. And it just, the whole existence of his fame pisses me off. So then I am always telling you, like, we can't play songs that have millions and millions of views for the cuts. So you send me a fucking Wiz Khalifa song with like 24 million views.
That's a great song.
And I'm like, yeah, you know who's probably going to have a lawyer so that they can make sure that
we don't make no money off of this.
It doesn't matter. It's more that we don't want to show up in a system for any flag, like ever. Like, the less anybody is ever looking at what
I heard
we
that
have
even if you watch like
music-wise.
YouTube clips and they hear the volume.
Yeah. No, they can usually, like, if they want to call it usage.
How do they get it?
It's algorithm. I don't know.
Algorithm.
Who knows?
It just pops up and says, hey, they use this.
Yeah, YouTube does a thing where it scrubs all audio, and if it finds music that it recognizes from a catalog, it will.
So how are we able to have the background?
Because the background is so low that I don't think it qualifies as any marketable sound. But it's possible. It could happen one day. It probably has. And I mean, we probably get tagged for the little songs or the smaller songs. But that's always been what I wanted to do. Was
Spotify doesn't trip though, right?
No, I don't think Spotify cares. I'm sure it would monetize it on its own end if it did care. But, because they don't care about us. But we're very happy to be on Spotify.
Yes. Shout to Spotify. I don't know what numbers we have on there. But
I think it's bullshit that anybody ever is like takes Wiz Khalifa seriously because he's just a goofy marketing tool for
he's
marijuana.
He's a fucking not a great rapper, but he makes good music.
No.
Yes.
No. He doesn't.
You can't say when millions of people say that he makes good music.
If you took him off of all of those
songs. When
songs.
Paul Walker died. Paul not
Walker?
that I'm the biggest Paul Walker fan, because he wasn't the greatest actor.
I don't know who Paul Walker is.
The dude from the Fast and the Furious. The white dude that died and crashed in a fucking tree.
I think I've seen one Fast and the Furious movie. I've seen two. One time I watched one over the shoulder of a guy on a plane.
Hey, you remember when the guy from Jackass died? And everybody was shocked? I wasn't shocked. I was like, what do you do on Jackass? Is that a joke? No, it can't be a joke. It's too old. I think everything's a joke right now because I'm all fucking high and fucking
no, it's
fresh
good.
back to comedy.
I mean, everything. You can make a joke out of everything. You just have to.
That might be a good one. I'm gonna look into it.
Well, I mean, Paul Walker jokes have been pretty huge for the last while. I watch Funhouse a bunch, and they make Paul Walker jokes. Anytime anyone mentions Fast and Furious,
in these
Paul
trying
Walker's
times with
jokes.
Kobe's passing and all, you better relax. You know they canceled fucking Shafir. That wasn't a joke though. That motherfucker was just talking shit.
You know, that was another weird thing where, same as Mac Miller, when Kobe Bryant died, a lot of people were like, "Man, I really loved Kobe Bryant," and I'm like, "Really?" Because you never mentioned him. Like, at all.
I respected him and all that, but like,
I got nothing against him.
I respected him as a man. I never really.
I was just surprised.
I wasn't into basketball then.
I had people coming up to me in like restaurants being like, "Did you hear about Kobe Bryant?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you know, he was a sportsman." And and they're like, yeah, he was kind of my hero. The kid actually said to me, yeah, he was kind of my hero. I was like, really?
Shut the fuck up. No, he wasn't.
You white child in Illinois? Yeah, okay.
He was my hero. Shut
It's
your
fine.
ass up.
I'm not judging you. It was just like, it literally was the Mac Miller thing where everybody, after Mac Miller died, everybody was like, oh my God, I love Mac Miller so much. And I was like, you have never in my entire life told me anything about Mac Miller or played me any Mac Miller song.
I wasn't a big Mac Miller fan. I wasn't.
But then everyone was like, oh, this is my
favorite rapper.
R.I.P.
My favorite rapper.
Geo
They do that every time. And I'm telling you, it only lasts for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
When Nip died, everybody was like...
it's same thing happened with that. It's just, it just cracks me up. Like,
it's hilarious.
I'm like, man, you really didn't have to impress me with somebody who I also didn't really listen to that closely.
So...
But anyway, what are we putting in the cuts this week?
On the cuts this week, I've been listening to a lot of Moneybagg Yo. Can we play him, or does he have a little too many plays?
I don't know. I want to, like I said, I want to showcase people who don't have as many views because I want to get them. If
then
anything, we can argue fair use of songs because we're trying to give promotion.
Let's go with a good oldie from my back in my high school days of hip hopping and such, old school underground coming at you. Cage from the Weathermen back in those days. If you know about those underground days, Cage was a fucking, he was wild. And as you guys probably know, I love toxic women. So this song is all about toxic women. On the cuts this week, ladies and G's, we got Cage, Special Ladies. Fucking bump it.
I met her walking a dog, she had on shades and claws, kicking dog shit out of like, I'm not these other frauds. Could've had a sword through my neck, she would've gave a fuck. Like bitches in New York give a fuck. My mouth's trucked like a bit of rain. Strange, I'm striking out with mad lies. Look right past me like, I'm not in the black eye. Would've slapped her if she said to talk to the palm. She shaking her fucking head around and even got a Walkman on. I stepped to the left, she kept looking straight. I'm like, this bitch is blind as fuck and stuck my middle finger in her face. You don't need rocket science to comprehend my views. You with a bitch that can't see. You bringing a whole camera crew. At Saks Fifth, they got shit on my surveillance. Talent funk with the content, sent the tape to his parents. Live web feed, show what floppy D's do. I know you can't see me, but we can all see you. At CageKennylz.com. Jump in the mind of madness and get shit out on the Autobahn. My 365 Benzes, 298 BMs, and 3 Lexus. What's the best part of Jersey? Get to the city for $1. Walking down Broadway, seen a titty through the collar. Insecure, chubby with chocolate on her celly. Pull her jugs through the neckline, her shirt shields the belly. Got $3, ain't making dinner out of chips. If I get in this cow's lab, I can feast and fuck some tits. I'm like, hi. That was all it took for bait. She threw me on her back and spit it to the lab and stopped her. A handful of tit on the couch, unable to bend her after a Thanksgiving meal. And it's fucking December. Fuck the Haagen Dodge, I'm enlarged and back fat. Titty through the collar, I don't do that. She threw a thigh the size of my torso in the back of my neck. Made me French kiss a matted dog with its throat slit. I'm like Luke in a tom-tom with my fucking Timberlands hanging out the sumo stomp. At CageKennylz.com. Jump in the mind of madness and get shit out on the Autobahn. My 365 Benzes, 298 BMs, and 3 Lexus. I used to talk to this chick, but never got to pounce her, cause she worked 65 hours a week as a counselor for the handicap. Scooped her working at the Gap, the most I got in her was a finger after a $50 dinner. Went to get her from work to bring her downtown. That's when I bumped into Jennifer Love Hewitt with Downs. I know it's a little far-fetched, but it ain't a stretch like Sam Famalam, it's textbook. Look, y'all can talk all that shit y'all want, but even Jerry Lewis will run up in this slut for a month. Her mind states like she's on drugs every hour. Mighty Mai see me with her and I sported the fucking shit out her. Let's make love to me. Never mind the goofy face, it's a sport fuck to me. I'm balls deep, she starts to seizure and opens wider. I was about to bust, so I left my fucking dick inside her. At CageKennylz.com. Jump in the mind of madness and get shit out on the Autobahn. My 365 Benzes, 298 BMs, and 3 Lexus.
What is the next subject? Let's talk about 90s, 80s trash television movies.
Alrighty then. Ladies and Gentiles, we're back, Live Wire. Back from the cuts. Shout out to Cage. Go check out his shit on Spotify. He got all the old catalog on there. Great shit. If you're an old underground, like graffiti, hip hop, fucking MC type motherfucker, go check that out. It's great times. Good times. Next on the motherfucking docket, 90s trash.
80s, 90s trash.
90s trash, ladies and gentiles.
Have you seen the movie Deathstalker?
No.
Movie Deathstalker is I believe a 89. It's like a fantasy movie. It's just a big buff dude with a sword.
All right.
Yeah, it's red while it's recording.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just a big dude with a sword, and he goes in this magical fantasy land, and it's just there's like sword and violence and tits like everywhere. It's
tits.
Oh yeah, the one
titties.
There's like a main character girl who just like. She actually, her formal outfit when she goes to a party actually covers her boobs, but all of the rest of the movie, they're just out, and she's like wearing a cape.
As a 14-year-old, that's how I rated. I still rate them like that. If there's not titties,
it was funny because sort of all of those movies from the 80s that are about like a buff dude and a princess, like they're all basically just Legend of Zelda, but with like tits and violence. Like they're all
Game of Thrones, basically.
Well, yeah, I mean I would say it's a little closer to like just
I need to watch this.
Zero mentality. Anyway, so there's a Deathstalker 2.
What?
That's the sequel. They got a new main character dude. He's like the new Deathstalker. It's way more comedy. It's actually like really similar to the Legend of Zelda cartoon. If you've ever seen that shit. Fucking yeah, the like excuse me princess shit. And but the thing that blew my mind was they were using, every once in a while, they would cut in footage from Deathstalker 1, which was shot on completely different cameras. It looks completely different. And it wouldn't be that bad if it was just random shit. But every time they cut something in, it's of like really main characters from the first movie that don't appear at all in this movie. So they picked like all the main people in the first one to showcase clips of, to pretend like they were part of enhancing the world of the second movie. It was so fucking weird. But the second movie is trash. The first movie is pretty good.
A lot of tits, though.
Oh, yeah. A lot. Fucking, they'll just be like a scene where they go to a bar or some shit, and they'll just be like a naked girl in every corner dancing. Because they were just set pieces in the 80s. It was like, they were like, are you hot? You want to be on camera for like 2 minutes?
Take your top off.
Yep, put on this.
What's your name, sir? Mr. Weinstein.
Lace.
Thank you.
I mean, that's just how that shit happened. But there are all these relics of that.
No, it's not how that happened. They're not supposed to be doing that, sir.
I mean, you shouldn't, absolutely.
It's the
but
80s.
That's the 80s. That's what I'm saying. That's where all of this stuff
the 80s.
that everybody's getting in trouble for now happened. And watching just absolute gems of garbage. Like somebody was like, we're gonna make like $3 million. We need $1 million worth of paying actors and using sets from other movies.
I don't know how it, ladies and gentlemen, when we say 90s golden trash, it's like so trashy, it's good. It's like great fucking TV.
It is. I mean, they're
fucking trashy.
It's beautiful. I watched another one called, I think it's The Sword and the Sorceress, which is a David Carradine movie. Which he was the dude that autoerotic asphyxiated himself, and that's the only thing
That's the dude from Kill Bill.
I think so.
Yeah, he was Bill in Kill Bill.
Is it? Was it that David Carradine?
Yeah, I think so.
No. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was. But that's all we'll ever remember him for is autoerotic asphyxiation. It's a shame, but I'm sorry, man.
That's a great way to go.
That's having a
Busted
good time.
one and then you went. Shit, why not? I don't see anything wrong with it.
But
he was old.
It took me like 45 minutes to realize that's who that was. And his haircut in that movie is so fucking, it's like page boy garbage, but he's like 50. It's fucking bizarre.
It's great. Kill Bill, love it.
And then I watched this movie called The Sorceress, which is in fact not about a sorceress. It's about a sorcerer. And if it was about a sorceress, it would be the sorceresses, because there are two of them that are like half sorcerer. It's crazy. The 80s were a crazy time for making fantasy movies, because usually I just watch sci-fi shit, but I got in a hole of like fighting dragons and giant swords and shit. And I was like, oh my God, these movies.
I can't watch those movies. I can watch trash action karate movies.
They're so dumb. Like they're just like, I guess we've got to go to that castle now, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like you don't even need dialogue for this.
No, I like
that's why the first Deathstalker is good because they shut up through
the Rumble in the Bronx. That's a great movie. I love it. I can watch. I remember being a kid and rewatching that shit like 6 times every day.
I had a 50 pack that I got from Big Lots of kung fu movies, and it was great. It was like Ninja Wars is my favorite. Ninja Wars,
trashy ass kung fu, huh? I kind of got in trouble the other day on my DUI class because I was like, I don't know if this sounds racist or not, but I'm not racist. I love everybody.
I'll cut it if it's racist.
I was like, I was asking somebody. I was like, you could tell the difference between a Mexican and a Puerto Rican. I don't know who I was telling, but I was like, you could tell like the difference between a Mexican and a Puerto Rican. They're like, kind of, yeah, I can see it. I was like, and how you could tell like a difference between a German and like a fucking guy from Poland or something. They look kind of different. They're white still, not like Latins are Latins, but I don't look like a Dominican. Like you could tell Dominican. I was like, but when it comes to like China, like Asians, like, can you really tell a China, like a China, like, I don't know if this is a proper nomenclature, but a Chinaman from
It's not.
No, it's China. The slur is Chinaman.
Yes, that is the slur.
So can you tell like a guy,
Chinese person
from
a Japanese person?
A Chinese person or a Chinese woman or a Chinese man?
Yes.
And a Japanese man and a Japanese woman? I don't think so.
I can't.
Unless a Japanese man is wearing his like samurai robe.
I'm gonna find a fun way to edit that one.
I don't mean this in any disrespectful way.
No, it's
to those thing, but it's fucking funny. But is this a joke? Is this a good joke or is it like too?
No, it's incredibly racist. And but so what I would say that probably is you just have less experience like being around and designating different kinds of Asian people because Chinese people and Japanese people. And
I just know the Japanese grunt
like
more.
Filipino people, like fucking Korean people look different. You can tell
Philippines though; they got a little bit of Mexican in them.
I don't know. I mean,
they're more brown.
That's Mexican? It's just
doesn't Manny Pacquiao kind of look Mexican?
He does. He does kind of look Mexican. But no, it's Filipinos. Just to include more Asian areas, like. Vietnamese people, I would say, also look different. Korean people look pretty different. But I think it's more just that like you've spent more time having to designate between. Like,
are the Chinese and Japanese the white Asians? Because other than that, like the other Asians are like brown.
To be honest, I don't know enough about any of that.
Well, you've been to Japan.
I have not been to Japan.
I wish. With all the Japanese food you make, I thought you did.
So no, that's the thing is I probably
and all the crazy anime you
watch have an easier time designating it because I have watched a lot of Asian movies from a lot of different parts of Asia, and like I've watched a lot of Korean movies, and then if you watch a lot of Chinese movies, you're like, dude, you can definitely tell the difference between the two once you have seen them enough to like. Have that memory bank full of what you're
I should try that on stage. I wonder if I'll fucking get
these days it's fucking
I think that's fucking funny.
it's
I'm not meaning it in any disrespectful manner, but that is fucking funny.
We probably cut this whole segment.
No. But that shit is fucking gold. Gold.
I just love is the proper term Chinaman. That's probably where I'll cut.
No, leave that too. That's fucking great.
That was good. Because,
the proper nomenclature. I just remember that.
The proper nomenclature.
I just remember that from the Big Lebowski every time. But I know that's how you say it. Like you can't. The proper nomenclature for Mexicans isn't like a fucking like a spick.
No, I mean
that's a slur. But
you always wish that there were more.
They say I don't know if that
more slurs.
Cut this out.
More slurs for white people.
They call Puerto Ricans and Dominicans spicks more than they call us spicks. They call us wetbacks.
Such a dumb one. What was there was something?
Have you ever thought about it? Like when you see Mexicans working outside hard in the warm weather, they do got wet backs from the sweat. Every time I work in the sun, my back gets a little sweaty.
Is that why that slur is what it is?
I think, no, they call us that because we supposedly swam across the rivers. And
that makes more
when you
sense.
get out of water, your back is pretty dripping wet.
So your joke is...
Like, and that's the hardest part to dry.
You know how they call us wetbacks? Our backs do get pretty wet.
I think so. Every time I listen to Spanish music, my shit sweats a little more.
That's the ultimate Mexican privilege joke, is being able to truly embrace
Being a wetback.
making like observational base humor jokes about being a wetback.
Hey, we got Mexicans in Mississippi. Who the fuck knew the river, the Rio Grande was that long? Jesus. Maybe that's the fucking joke.
No,
I've been saying that joke forever, dude, and it didn't work. But now I can't say it because it's so old nobody remembers. Remember when that fucking chicken farm got fucking busted? See? No, you don't remember.
No, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I to be honest, I get talked to so much about chicken farms because my dad is a realtor in Missouri that I just tune out anytime anyone mentions chicken farms.
Because they're all two-headed fucking chickens and shit over there.
I don't care about chicken farms. All right, what's next?
Okay, enough racism.
We'll see how much
We're
of
on
that.
the 90s segment. We
how
went
much of
totally
that
off the rails on the
made
90s
it in.
segment.
There's going to be some interesting cuts.
You
there.
talked about the movies you were watching from the 90s. As you've seen, we're talking
right.
about Steven Seagal. I was watching Marked for Death the other night, like I always do. That's one of my favorite movies. It's one of my favorite movies. Me and my uncle used to watch it like back to back, like, because the rosters are fucking hilarious. The fucking lines and the rosters are hilarious. Like when Steven Seagal breaks in the motel room with all the hoes, and it's Jimmy Fingers, I think it is. And he fucking, for one, it's a big fucking burly white guy in in like a Speedo with like 6 hoes, bald man and shit. And I'm fucking Jimmy Fingers. I'm a main man. And he pulls his gat out on this motherfucker. Wait, I didn't say that right. I slurred it. When he pulls the gat out on this motherfucker, I had to like pronunciate right. When he pulls the gat.
When he pulls the gat
Yes,
out.
when he holds the gun out to Steven Seagal.
When he removes
He tells
his
them,
firearm.
I'm Jimmy Fingers. I'm a main fucking man. And he fucking draws his pistol upon Steven Seagal, who is, you know, a ninja, basically. He fucking busts out his joint. He basically busts out his joint and he pops the motherfucker 4 times, 5 times in his fucking noggin. No, he busts him once. A clean shot to the brain. And he just looks at him dead and he fucking falls back. And out of nowhere, boss! Fucking Rasta Man pops in. Is that the proper nomenclature? Rasta Man?
Rasta Man.
I don't know.
Probably.
That's what they call it, Rasta Man.
It's probably, I guess, would be
Bomba clot.
a Jamaican.
Yeah, a Jamaican gentleman.
Jamaican person.
A Jamaican gentleman pops in speaking patois that is unrecognizable to the American ear.
Do they subtitle it? Do they subtitle what he's saying?
No, they didn't have subtitles in those days.
That's the. Yes, they absolutely did. And second off,
Only for Spanish shit. I don't know. Anyway, the only time I ever saw subtitles was in Mexico for Dragon Ball Z. But anyway.
Oh man, I bet the Mexican Dragon Ball Z voice actors are hilarious.
They're great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I started watching Dragon Ball Z.
Oh no, wait, that would have been. Was it the Japanese ones or the English ones?
That's the only way I would watch Dragon Ball Z. Is
Japanese
when
with
we go to Mexico
with Mexican or with Spanish.
with
subtitles.
Spanish dubs.
Yeah. Oh, dubs.
Yeah, with Spanish
man.
dubs.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, Steven Seagal, a Rasta man pops on Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal gives him a quick judo kick, and he lands into the couch, and he fucking is like,
judo kick.
he's like, hey man, what's going on here? And he's like, you're gonna tell me where your boss is. We're gonna go look for who's Screwface. Who's Screwface? We're gonna go look for your boss, Screwface. And the Jamaican man is like, Screwface, we don't know who Screwface. And, you know, they go back and forth with banter for a little while. And Steven Seagal just tells the gentleman, like, yo, well, we're going to take a cruise across your hood and we're going to let everybody see us. And everybody's going to look at us and holding hands and we're going to be cute. And, yeah, the guy's like, Screwface, give me 10,000 deaths worse than you. And he fucking jumps out the window and he lands on a car. Long story short, ladies and gentlemen, Steven Seagal kills a lot of Jamaicans in this fucking movie. And if you've ever seen any Steven Seagal movie, they're great trash. They're fucking terrible, but they're great at the same time. You hear a couple bones break, a few fucking black guys and brown guys get tossed around and killed. And through all of it, I just noticed and realized he has never won. Oh, well, he killed, but he was Italian. He has never killed a full white man. Never. He's killed an Italian white guy, but, you know, you guys really don't count.
No, we don't. No, I'm not Italian.
All I can say is because I only know that because when I used to watch when I watched The Sopranos, Tony Soprano was like, "Am I gonna be one of the Menegan or something like that?" Like, you know, the white Italians, like something like that, like you know. But yeah, you know, that's my '90s trash segment. Steven Seagal has killed a lot of Mexicans and a lot of black people, and nobody has ever told him anything. But yet, you guys, never mind. Anyway, next segment.
I think he's got a hot Asian daughter. I think that's the only thing I really know about Steven Seagal.
One other thing I always notice, he's got
she was in a cool
his
movie.
ponytail flings a lot.
Oh yeah, that you know what I used to love? The dude who did the Mad TV version of Steven Seagal. Who is he? It's Paul Blart. Is it Paul? No, it's not Paul Blart. Is it? No. It's, oh my God, I'm going to look this up because I want to remember who it is. You remember on Mad TV when they used to do Steven Seagal? And it was fucking Will Sasso is what I was looking for, ladies and gentlemen. Will Sasso did a great job.
Oh, Will Sasso's hilarious.
Playing Steven Seagal is one of my favorite Steven Seagal things.
I watched it as an adult, and it wasn't as funny.
Probably not. I mean, Mad TV wasn't really that funny.
Not that bit, but the bit he used to do when he was the woodworker or the shop guy, when he would chop off his arm or his finger, he'd start with a finger.
I mean, Mad TV was not very funny.
As a kid, it was fucking funny. Me and my cousin Jaime used to stay up late to watch that shit.
Pretty bad.
It's fucking terrible.
Pretty awful.
Harry Spears was on there. He's fucking funny.
No, I mean, fucking, it's Key and Peele, man. They were all over that shit. That's where they came from.
Oh, they got it from Dave Chappelle.
What?
They got that sketch shit from Dave Chappelle, though. But, you know, sketch has been around forever, but Key and Peele took a lot from Dave.
Well, I mean, but they did years on Mad TV. And they're...
Word?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't watching Mad TV then.
No, they were on a ton of Mad TV, and that's the thing is, like, Key and Peele show feels a lot like...
It does feel like Mad TV.
It's just the mature version of
Noise.
Mad TV. Like it fucking a lot of those sketches are very similar. They're just shot fucking beautifully, so it gets taken in kind of a different context. But no, it's
you
fucking,
like Key and Peele?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
It never really made me laugh, but you know,
I only saw one of that dude's movies. I only saw Us. Us sucked. It was a terrible movie. I haven't seen Get Out, but I should watch Get Out at some point.
It was alright.
I didn't like Us. I thought Us was really boring.
I heard it was really boring.
You heard it from me.
Oh, The Bowl. Muff Bowl 2020.
I didn't watch it.
Still didn't watch it, but I did. Actually, that was the day that I got off of house arrest.
I was photoshopping pictures of weed shit for other states.
Yeah. I was fucking, today I got off of house arrest. So nice. I took my dog up to the mountain and then we stayed up there for about 2 hours and had him run around and get that out of his system.
So wholesome.
Yeah, you know, I wrote like one joke and I made a entry in my journal because I'm trying to write a little more. I'm trying to write in a journal so years from now I could look back and look at how fucking depressed I was. And
that's why I make weird short films.
Yeah, you got that.
Hey, we're gonna be doing a thing coming up here with your meth sketch thing. How are we doing those? What's the format for those? Tell us about this series.
Situations, man. Just situations.
Is this a green screen thing, or are we?
It's gonna be like kind of like Tyrone Biggums, but not Tyrone Biggums. Like you know what I mean?
So we're just gonna have you act super methed out in random places in Colorado.
Colfax primarily.
This sounds more dangerous than I imagined.
I know, but it's about the fucking craft, man. We're gonna get this content.
That's the one good thing about this area around here is it does.
Isn't there a way that you got the green screen? Isn't there a way like we could take a picture and make it
yes,
look like
absolutely we can do that. But I mean, we should do some outside
more genuine
stuff.
if we go to the scene.
But that's the thing too is my neighborhood is a little bit hoodie, so.
Oh, it's hoodie all over this motherfucker.
Nobody knows. It's Denver.
Actually, I live by a bunch of meth heads, so we can blend in perfectly right there.
Let's not actually go shoot on site with meth heads.
That was kind of the plan.
Oh, no. This is much more diverse.
I don't know how, but I don't know, man. I just have so many ideas. I want to just do like kind of like a mock reality. Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, mockumentary, yeah.
Mockumentary.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna make a mockumentary, essentially.
But like in episodes.
Like
a true life mockumentary type.
You know what you would actually be making? You would be making an Australian sketch comedy show. This is a format that they do a lot, is where one actor plays like 6 different people that can also sometimes come into contact with one another, but mostly have isolated sketches about what's happening to them. There's a ton of these fucking shows. And it's, but yeah, I mean,
there's going to be situations and type of tweakers.
Yeah.
There's types of tweakers. Like there's the picker. I have one like
and then
the picker.
You get I'll find you one of these shows and I'll show you what I mean. And you'll be like, that's exactly how I want to do this. I'll find one for you. But
yeah.
So we're going to do that. We're doing some green screen shit tomorrow, I guess.
Yep. Shout out to Brian Evans. We're going to have Brian Evans on the pod. It should be dropping a week or two after this one. I don't know when this one's going to drop, but it's probably going to be like in 4 to 5 days. Probably next week. Right now,
sometime next week.
I'll
try and get it done.
I'm not going to tell you what day it is, so fuck it. But
it doesn't matter. We're on spot. We don't even have episode numbers anymore.
No,
we can do whatever we want.
Yeah, so just check it out. We drop it in a few days. You guys will see it on my feed, and if you watch my feed, well, you'll be listening to this. Even though this is a long fucking episode, but it's a good episode, and we've been covering actual subjects instead of going off the rails, which we still do, but
we have to.
We have to just to add a little spice to the convo session in some crazy serious fashion. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, what else? That's it, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. We're gonna play some video games.
Yeah, we're gonna check us out on the what is the name of that podcast? Higher Gaming.
Higher Gaming. We're gonna start Higher Gaming again, I guess. I'm
Gaming.
cool with
we
that.
Get fucking roasted, or we drink coffee and we fucking play video games and we play old school trashy 90s games that are fucking great.
We're gonna play some Mortal Kombat, and then
we're gonna play Mortal Kombat Trilogy.
I might make you play a Dreamcast game. We'll see.
We're gonna call it Mortal Kombat Brilliantly because they're fucking brilliant. No, they're not. They fucked up a lot of shit. I've been watching I've been watching this little documentary about Mortal Kombat called The History of Mortal Kombat, and this dude breaks down the trashiest of it and the best of it.
Mortal Kombat's great. That's why we have a fucking bullshit ass rating system that doesn't goddamn do fucking anything.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that more on Higher Gaming. Yeah. Thank you for listening. Shout to everybody that fucking listens. Anyway, thank you for listening. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. Bless up. Put your chest up, count your blessings, because every breath is a better day, or, every breath is a blessing, basically. Be happy you woke up, be happy you got up, be happy you're able to walk and talk shit and do what you got to do. Denver Comedy, shout to you, your motherfucking man Raymond Ace in the motherfucking place, and next to me, the one, the only, the Caucasian who needs no persuasion. What's poppin', Sil?
Drink water.
Drink water, stay healthy, do something with your life, and get the fuck off the couch.
Make your own fucking food. Stop ordering food. Food is too expensive. Just make your own food. It's always better, and you get more, and it's always cheaper.
At first, when you go to the spot and you have to purchase all of it, it's kind of pricey, but once you add it up throughout the week, that you're not spending $5-6 on every little meal that's trashy, it adds up to a good little bit.
Absolutely, and find the grocery store that's closest to you, and try and go there like every 3 days. Like that's how much food you should be buying at a time, because it's just better. You eat fresher shit. You don't, because when you buy shit that you can freeze, like fucking big old amounts of chicken and shit, fucking, it will sit in there longer than it should.
Check me out. I'm all over town at the mics. Say what's up. Don't be shy. Tell your sister I said hi. And we'll see you on the next one, motherfucker.
You won't see me anywhere. You have to call me or I won't show up.
I've been chain smoking and dab dreaming. I've been dreaming, dab dreaming. I've been chain smoking and dab dreaming. Chain smoking and dreaming. Chain smoking and dreaming. I've been chain smoking and dab dreaming. I've been dreaming, dab dreaming. I've been chain smoking and dab dreaming. Chain smoking and dreaming, dab dreaming.